understanding the black pin panel of the planner. Let's go! Hello, PhotoPiller, Rafael the Bar here. In the planner, panel number 2 above the map, this one, the black pin panel, is super powerful because it allows you to understand how high the center of the moon, the center of the sun, or the center of the galactic center, the Milky Way, will be above your subject, above the ground level of your subject. It's a super important panel, and because I know that a few of you have issues, have trouble in order to use it and to understand it, I would like to cover it in detail in this video. So let's dive in. Okay, first of all, let's switch on the black pin on the map. Tap on the button on the panel to switch it on, and as you see, the black pin appears on the map. The red pin is the shooting spot, and my subject is this Faraday lighthouse here, so I'll place the black pin right on my subject where I have the moon aligned with my subject. So right here, this is the first step. Now that I have placed the black pin right where I want the moon to be, and the moon is aligned with my subject, with the black pin, because I've already planned this shot here, let's have a look at the top panel, panel number 2. So the first thing I see is that shooting distance, so distance between the red pin and the black pin is 1.2 kilometers, pretty cool. And the azimuth, 54.4 degrees. This is the angle between north and the direction of the black pin. So this is 54 and 4 degrees. Then I have the altitude difference. This is the altitude difference of the terrain between the black pin and the red pin. 7 meters. It means that the ground level of the black pin, where the lighthouse is 7 meters higher than the ground level of the red pin, where the red pin is. And that, because it's 1.2 kilometers, we have an angle of 0.31 degrees. This is the angle of the terrain between the red pin ground level and the black pin ground level. But what's important here is that this panel is smart. So it's telling you, because I have the moon aligned with the black pin, if I had the sun or the Milky Way, it would show you the information relative to the sun and the Milky Way, but here I have the moon aligned with the black pin. It's telling me the moon height, so the height of the center of the moon above the terrain level, the ground level, where I had the black pin, which is 27.8 meters. And because my lighthouse is 28 meters tall, I have the center of the moon at the more or less at the same height as the height of the lighthouse. So what's cool about this panel is that you can compare the moon height, 27.8 meters, to the height of your subject. All you have to do is to place the black pin on your subject, and then compare this height with the height of your subject, so you understand how high is the center of the moon, or the sun, or the Milky Way relative to your subject. That easy. Also, in brackets, we have the size of the moon, or the apparent size of the moon. In this case, it's 11.1 meters, which means that the moon size, the moon diameter at the distance of the lighthouse is 11 meters, which is pretty big compared to the lighthouse. And because I have the moon size enabled on the map, I have the diameter of the moon here. And as you see, this blue band is telling me how big the moon will be compared to my subject. And you want to switch this width of the moon, or the size of the moon on the map, tap on the map layers button, tap on the moon layer, and make sure that you have the show moon size button enabled here. Super important. One question I get, people asking me if this 27.8 meters, the height of the moon above the ground level, should we compare it directly with the height of the subject, or should we add the height of the subject and the sea level to compare to this distance? No, forget about that. You need to compare this distance here on the top panel to the size of your subject. Forget about the sea level height, because PhotoPills takes into account the difference between the ground level between the red pin and the black pin. So here you have useful information on the panel. So you can compare how high the center of the moon is above the terrain level compared to the height of your subject. Easy, you cannot miss it. So long story short, if on December 26, 2023 at 5:52 p.m. I am at the red pin position, I'll be able to photograph the moon aligned with the Faraday lighthouse, and the moon height will be the center of the moon height will be 27.8 meters above the ground level of the terrain level where the black pin is, so the terrain level where my subject is, the lighthouse is. So I can compare these almost 28 meters to the 28 meters that the lighthouse has. Therefore, the center of the moon will be at the same height as the tip of the lighthouse. Very cool. And now you wish to master PhotoPills, you wish to learn how to plan your photos with PhotoPills, I invite you to download and study super well our super detailed photography planning guide. I'm gonna leave a link in the description of this video and in the first comment below. Download it. And as always, if you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next Wednesday in another video. And remember that you have the power to imagine, plan, and shoot legendary photos. Bye.